And this is
How sweet.
that was a
How
little
did you
boy.
do on your test?
I did well on my test.
Good.
And he's a lawyer now. He was out ring bearer. This is his brother. And here's some of the other people. And this was a 50s thing, you see.
That was great.
And then this was in Michigan. Hey, this is Mr. Neal.
Bill.
Oh, and just a wave over there. This was in Michigan. This was on the bus going up. These are Marty's two sisters. And we all were dressed, you know, they were dressed alike and what have you. I took a couple, and here we are getting off the bus.
What? This is from the last reunion in the picture.
Yeah, that's the last reading. Here is one, this is a long time
Let me see something.
ago. Now this was Detroit, 1982. You were 2 years old, look.
There's Kitty. That's Elsie Jones.
I just saw a picture of her.
Well, she's in Michigan, isn't she? And there's your little one, Turner Joy, through Beckman. You know who else I was wondering about who's gonna be there? You remember that 100-year-old lady? What was her name?
Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be great? I bet she's not.
And she's from Chicago, so she ought to be able to be there. Yeah, Elsie.
With her, with her afro on.
We went.
And they went to find those things just so that they could look like that 1970s look.
What's the 1950s?
Right.
The 50s.
Was it the 50s?
Is there a theme this year?
No, does she? I don't think she has.
She-
Well,
her-
she has something, but it's not like a dress thing.
Yeah, she's doing something totally different. Her theme this year is going to be totally relaxed. In other words, there's no dress-up affairs. Everything is casual.
And I kind of miss the dress-up affairs. That's my favorite part. But the banquet, you know, where everybody dresses up, especially when we dress up in evening gowns.
Yeah, now
That's
there's
my
Young
favorite
Ed.
part.
Now, which one was it? That was in Cleveland. That was when they
That's
had those Cleveland. And is that the last one he went to? No, he didn't go to Nashville last year, but he went to the one the year before that. That was in
That was
Louisville.
in Louisville,
That was
yes,
in
he was
So
in
he was
Louisville.
in that one. And I can still remember you talking about dress up affair. This was the one where they did that formality, the formal
Oh,
thing. You
yeah,
remember?
that was at,
That was in Detroit.
That was at the Pontiac Superdome.
yeah, the super.
Or, yeah,
yeah.
Pontiac.
Yeah. And you remember they had that speaker, that lady came and spoke. I mean, that was one of the longest ceremonies we had.
And they had some gurus. Were you a guru? When you were supposed to be telling the story
gurus,
of,
no,
I mean, you weren't really
Oh,
advising
no,
the
no.
young people.
No, that was Kenneth and them. They didn't ask me to do that. And here's a cute one because that was on
And
the
they
bus.
didn't either,
Yeah, I think that's neat. And here are the girls. Now, which one was this taken at?
yeah. That's Cleveland.
This was Cleveland. too.
That's the 50th, the Black and
The fif-
Gold formal. Did it for the
50th reunion.
reunion.
All 5 of you went to that one. In fact, all of you went to that
In
one.
all 8 of us.
Was your
were there.
mother there too?
No, remember, because Mary gave that plaque, you know, sort of in honor of Mother.
Oh, that's right. So all the children went, but she didn't get there. And this is when we got back from, was that Cleveland? Because this is coming back in that shopping center. Are we loading up one? I forgot which one it was.
Oh, that's where we took a bus to?
Yeah, we took a bus. Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma was, in fact, it has the distinction of being the only city in America that has been bombed by an American plane from the air. They had burned out the whole section of Tulsa. Over 200 black businesses were burned out. And one of your relatives, which one is this, what's that guy's name? Well, you all had a lot of relatives in that area, but they helped build some of that.
Lawrence. I think it
Lawrence.
was Larry.
Well, he was able to help build a cultural center, and I forgot how many $1 million the Greenwood Cultural
Because
Center.
I've got my T-shirt.
That's right. And in fact of the matter is, you all see people walking around with these T-shirts now called the Gap on, the GAP. Well, that originated from Greenwood and Pine, and that's where the Tulsa race rides. Originally, that was one of the center focuses of the race ride. So we claimed that sort of offhand. I'm not real sure how much truth there is to it, but I love the folklore that gets involved in all these rumors and things. But that cultural center was wonderful. It was a beautiful thing. And now that we had the mayor came out for that one, the superintendent of public instruction was there because we had some kind of ceremony for the one of the kids, for Larry's child who was 12 years old, the rites of passage ceremony. So in Nashville we had this wedding, and down in Tulsa we had this rites of passage.
But you know, with his rites of passage, that was that culminating activity from what, a whole year or so of that, because remember he went to Africa.
Yeah.
And that was part of his rites, I guess, and then that ceremony was the end thing. So that was really good.
That was neat. And I remember the march.
That was one of the best reunions, I think. But there have been lots. I mean, so many good ones. What was your favorite?
I like the one in Detroit. It was like in '89 or '88.
Yeah, why was that your favorite?
I don't know. I think probably at the time I was younger, so it's probably just more kids there. Probably more for me to do. Because I guess at my age, just sometimes depending on the city, there'll be a lot to do for myself. So.
I think that's the one where you got a lot of gifts.
Prizes,
you know,
yeah.
That's where you get prizes. You got your CDs.
They had like a little thing for kids, a little almost like a little gambling boat set up for kids. So.
And look, and here's William and his mama. Now this is a good one. That was, that was in Cleveland.
This guy right here, I did a brief interview with him. Bill, I've forgotten who this guy was, sitting in the bar.
That's right, you did.
Larry,
And,
Larry.
And what was his, I've forgotten what his claim to fame was.
Well, he was the long-lost relative whose father or grandfather went to Oklahoma. See, his father, his branch went to Oklahoma, and then we lost track for a long, long time. And I had a cousin who would say, from Cleveland, she was close to us, and she would say, you know, you all don't know it, but you have a cousin in Oklahoma, and I've seen him. And Mother used to write his mother when Larry was like 2 or 3. So once we eventually did establish contact with Larry again, Mother was able to give him a picture of him when he was sitting on his mother's knee as a child. You know, because Mother and his mother used to write letters back and forth, but they just kind of drifted away and lost contact.
Who was his mother?
His mother was a lady named Annie, I think, and Mother and she used to write when they were real young, and then, Oklahoma was a long way away at that time, so you didn't keep in touch with people as much. So it was nice.
What does he do? I couldn't tell how old he was. It was kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, but he's a doctor, and he has his own clinic, his medical facility. Very involved in the community in Tulsa. Works with the school board. And so that whole branch from Oklahoma, well, they had spread out too. They're now Oklahoma, and then some of them went to, California, and so they're spread out too now. But they all have sort of come in. Meeting before, the young people, but they came to this one with a specific purpose of complaining because there was no basketball.
Will you play?
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Yeah. And how are teams by city?
That's what the last time we did was in Tennessee. No, I'm not sure, but it was by city or near a city.
And William's pretty good, man.
Yes, I
You
am.
tell?
Yes, I am. In all modesty, yes, I am.
Since I don't think anyone from Louisville played at the last one. No, I played with somebody, that dude John, who was from Detroit. With the last reunion, he stood up because he was in Alaska.
Oh, look at Jackie. This was in Louisville.
This is that
50 thing.
thing. Now, where's the lady who was 100?
Here she is, right there.
Okay, and she came to her reunion, the first reunion she's been to. She came in Louisville, 3 years ago?
And what was special about her coming?
Well, just the fact that she had never been before and how happy she was to be there. It
And
was
she was
just
100
nice
years
seeing
old.
her. Yeah.
Plus that, there was some question about whether or not she was legitimately a part of the family, wasn't it?
Which, is that her? You can't always tell, and that's her on the far right, far right,
Yes,
yeah.
this is yeah, she's
What is it with this woman who keeps coming up to husband Bill and saying, I'm gonna sue you? You promised me a husband. What's the story here?
When he met this lady, he found out that she was a widow, or a widow,
Yeah.
and would like to meet a nice man, and he promised her that he knew some nice men, and that he was gonna hook her up. And he's not come through with that, and so she keeps reminding him that he still owes her a man.